You made it. Out of millions of soccer players around the world, your name is called. You're one of just 26 players chosen to represent your country. In a few weeks, you'll walk onto the biggest stage in sports, the FIFA World Cup. But how did you get here? How does someone go from kicking a ball in their backyard to wearing their country's jersey in front of billions of people? Chapter 1. The Dream. For almost every World Cup player, the journey starts as a kid. They're 4 years old. Watching the World Cup with your dad, you grow up watching some of the best football players: Messi, Ronaldo, Diego Maradona, Pelé. You look up to your dad and tell him, "Pa, one day that's gonna be me." Your dad's proud. You play in a local park with your dad. And soon he signs you up for Little League. You play football all the way to high school. Your dad watches every game you play. Right now, you're no different than millions of other children around the world. But eventually, someone notices you. Chapter 2. The Scout. It's your junior year. You played football all 4 years of high school. You made varsity freshman year. You have talent. Coach tells you a scout may invite you to join a youth academy. These academies are run by professional clubs. Instead of practicing 2 or 3 times a week, players may train almost every day. They're coached by professionals. They study nutrition, fitness, game tactics, and they're constantly competing against the best players their age. But your coach warns you thousands of kids enter academies every year. Only a tiny percentage will ever become professional soccer players. Most are released before they turn 18. The competition is brutal. Chapter 3. The Real World. Making a professional team doesn't mean you've made it. It's actually just the beginning. Now you're competing against grown adults who have dedicated their entire lives to soccer. Every training session matters. Every match matters. One bad season, and another player might take your place. But if you consistently perform well, people start paying attention, including someone very important, your country's national team coach. How does your country find you? Many people think players simply try out for the World Cup. That's not how it works. National team coaches don't hold open tryouts. Instead, they spend years watching players compete for their professional clubs. Along with assistant coaches and scouts, they travel the world watching matches, reviewing video, and tracking player performance. They're looking for players who fit their style of play, not just the biggest stars. Sometimes a player scores 30 goals in a season. But if they don't fit the team's system, they might not get selected. Meanwhile, another player with fewer goals could become a key part of the squad because they do exactly what the coach needs. You learn this from friends you made throughout your career, but they can't prepare you for what's to come. Chapter 4. Around the Corner. Throughout the 4 years between World Cups, countries play international matches, friendlies, continental tournaments, and World Cup qualifying games. This is where players earn the coach's trust. Some players make their national team debut at 18. Others don't get called up until they're nearly 30. Every appearance is another opportunity to prove they belong. Then, as the World Cup approaches, the hardest decision begins. Chapter 6. 26 spots, only 26 players. A country may have hundreds of professional players around the world, but for the World Cup, only 26 make the final squad. Think about that. England, Brazil, Argentina, France, Spain. Each has hundreds of professionals playing in top leagues across the globe. Yet only 26 players get one of the most coveted spots in sports. The coach has to build an entire team. Goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, forwards, leaders, young talent, experienced veterans. Sometimes a superstar gets left home because of an injury. Sometimes a young player has an incredible season and earns a surprise call-up. Every World Cup has stories like these. Chapter 7. Your Dream Come True. The final announcement. Then comes the moment every player dreams about. The national team releases its final roster. If your name is on that list, everything changes. Years of training, countless sacrifices, missed birthdays, Early morning practices, injuries, failures, all leading to one moment. You're officially a World Cup player. It's amazing. You feel a rush of energy as everyone congratulates you. Your father is speechless and proud. Now, here you are. Walking out to the field, you think about the journey you took to get here. The World Cup lasts about a month, but for the players, it represents decades of work. Millions of kids dream about playing on soccer's biggest stage. Thousands become professionals. Hundreds wear their country's jersey. But only 736 players will compete at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which makes stepping onto that field one of the rarest achievements in all of sports.